And we're back. We're here with co-founders of Sheriff Farm, Eric Covey and Vince Peak. We're here to cook up some crispy steelhead with ginger glaze.
Awesome.
So here we go. So we'll start out with our rice flour dredge. So this is a gluten-free dish for those who are interested in that, but really we use the rice flour because it makes a really crispy coating. And so we'll just put a little rice flour in here, a little bit of pepper, some salt, and then just stir that around. That's gonna be our dredge for our steelhead. Okay, and while we fry up our steelhead, we're gonna make a glaze. We have a little bit of rice wine here, a little bit of sweetness to it, and we're gonna add some rice vinegar, balance that out, a touch of fresh lime juice, tiny bit of chili flakes for some kick, that ginger we did on our chef tips, the fresh chopped ginger, a little bit of cilantro stems. We use the cilantro stems, most people just throw those away. They have a lot of really good flavor in them, and so we'll garnish with the leaves, but then we want to use the stems to kind of add aromatics to our sauce.
Right.
So we got a little bit of sugar in there, and then we'll just let this reduce. Okay, so while that's cooking, we're gonna do the steelhead.
It smells good.
Some really fresh fish you have there too.
Yeah, so we have, this is a farm-raised steelhead from the Columbia River. Steelhead fish, it looks very similar to salmon, so you could do sockeye salmon or any kind of wild salmon that would really go with this as well. We choose steelhead because it's something we can get locally, and it tastes really good. Okay, let's get a good dredge on it. And then I have my pan heating up here. We have a little bit of canola oil, and I'm just gonna put it in there. We'll brown that up, get it good, nice and golden.
Oh yeah, that'll fry up nice.
Yeah, because then it gets, that rice flour really sears up, gets browned up, and then it's very crispy. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and flip the fish over. So all we're gonna do is just give it a little jiggle there. That way it doesn't stick to make sure it's not stuck to the bottom. We just wanna make sure these get nice and crispy without overcooking.
Yeah, beautiful.
You see how it's starting to golden up a little bit?
Right.
The rice flour really starting to get crispy there.
So why do you choose rice flour, Adam?
So it's nice to have a gluten-free option as well, but also I like the crispiness we get from it. We do that on the cauliflower as well as the other recipe that we did earlier today. And it really gives it a nice crispy edge to it, and so you have a nice coating on the outside.
Sure.
And sometimes the regular flour will get soggy pretty quick.
Okay.
So we use rice flour on both of these applications here. And really when I pour the glaze over top, it helps soak in a tiny bit too.
Yeah.
So
Gives it a really pretty profile as well.
Well, and see, we're just about there. We're really just reducing this down by about 75% until we have kind of this glaze for the top of the fish.
This is like art.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we like to put in. See, this is all like experiences. This is actually one of the dishes we've had on Wandering Table for a really long time, and it's one of the favorites. But the fish kind of changes seasonally. So as we have wild salmon come in from the coast, we'll switch it to sockeye or coho or king, and we'll use steelhead during the other parts of the season when they're not seasonal, because we are able to get that locally from the Columbia River.
Yeah, access is important, especially.
Well, and we want to keep things local.
Sure.
So a lot of the stuff we buy, almost 98% of the stuff we're buying is from within 400 miles. Obviously, we don't have lemons and limes and things like that, and we still want that kind of acidity and brightness, which we had the juice in there, but that's obviously not local. So we're just trying to find the best products possible when we're not buying local.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, we're ready to roll. Okay, so now we're gonna pick out a plate here. Okay, we have our fish here. And we want to be able to just kind of get off a little bit of that excess grease. A little bit of that oil, so we'll just set it here on the paper towel. Just trying to be really delicate with the fish so we're not breaking it, or I have that whole piece there. And then just kind of stack it up. A little bit of a Lincoln log action here.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. I mean, one of the comments you made, Eric, was that a lot of the ingredients are local ingredients. Like a lot of the things that are going to come in these meal kits come within a 400-mile radius.
Well, and I think one of the great things is like we'll bring you to a level where everything's sort of prepped up and ready to go. Mm-hmm. So you can have this meal, you can have a 3-course meal in 30 minutes if you have it ready to go. I mean, that's one of the great things about this program, Eat Like a Chef and Sheriff Farm. You get local great products, you have a really quick meal, 3 courses for your family, that's a pretty great deal.
Right.
That's one of the things I love about it the most is you don't have to be a chef to eat like one. So a lot of these hints and tips, these secrets, you wouldn't really know unless you're with a chef. You get a hands-on experience, which is it's really unique. I think it's one of the most innovative things that we've seen so far is being able to eat like a chef, literally.
Yeah. Well, let's use some of those leaves. We use the stems for the sauce, use a little bit of leaves for the garnish, and we'll be able to eat that all together. And I think it'll have a little bit of sweet and savory and that crispy fish, a lot of different textures there, and some fresh with cilantro.
I love it.
Let's go try it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Thank you, Vince and Eric, for joining us today and being able to be a part of this. It was fantastic to cook here at Wandering Table in Kendall Yards. We did a couple of our favorite dishes here: the crispy steelhead, the buffalo cauliflower, which I know is one of your favorites.
It's my absolute favorite. Right.
Well, the first time you tried it, you thought it was chicken.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, the texture is so
surprise,
similar.
right?
Yeah, and then our endive salad. But I think what we really have to showcase here is Eat Like a Chef TV. You can get your food ordered to your house. We'll show you how to prep it. We'll show you how to make a 3-course meal in 30 minutes. And you'll have a great meal provided by local producers, purveyors, farmers, your family. I think it's such a good deal.
Yeah. So, Adam, tell us or talk to us a little bit more about the people cooking at home. What goes into the process? How intensive is it?
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. All the things we do is we'll show you how to cook the garlic, how to chop the garlic, how to cut ginger, all the things, prep steps to get up to this point. And then you can just cook live with us. This is a brand new show, going to be on Sunday nights, Fox 28. And you just go on the Share Farm website, order your box to your house, and then you can cook along with us.
So you're getting a chef-curated meal kit delivered directly to your door.
These are recipes that we actually use in our restaurants. These are recipes that I've developed through time, really since we opened Wandering Table, that you get specifically at the restaurant that you can cook at home now.
So you really get to eat like a chef.
You eat like a chef.
Can we eat?
We can eat. Let's try.
Let's eat.
I'm really excited about the 12 other episodes that are coming up. We have some fantastic guests coming on. We have some great chefs that are going to be cooking with us. More good food. What do you guys think?
I love it. The flavors,
Oh, yeah.
the flavors itself. I think the glaze on top of the fish is.
I think you just have a
Pretty
really
amazing.
good balance there. You have like a little bit of
Right.
sweet and savory, and
Right.
That's
different
what it is.
textures. So.
Yeah, and the rice flour, like you were mentioning, it's light, but it gives it that good texture, that good crisp to it.
Yeah. Well, thank
add
you
some
again.
fun to it.
Yeah, thank you again for joining us, and
Yeah, thank you so
excited
much.
to see what's to come.
Yeah,
Awesome,
absolutely.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Eat Like a Chef. Join us next week at the Gilded Unicorn.